Well, guys, it is time to talk about the contractual fallout and things that led to the fallout in regards to Spider-Man Far From Home and the inclusion of Tom Holland in Venom 1. And some more recent reports have stated what I told you guys right around the time that Venom 1 came out, and then again after Spider-Man Far From Home. And of course, what ended up happening with the whole Spider-Man is being taken back by Sony. And that's the fact that Marvel Studios prevented Tom Holland's Spider-Man from appearing in the first Venom. So most of you longtime subscribers and people that listen to the podcast know about this because I've been talking about it for quite a long time. And you guys know that I've dropped quite a few big details on multiple things Spider-Man, from what the ideas were for the Amazing Spider-Man 3, 4, the Sinister Six crossover, early debut in the MCU, the direction they were going in, some of the elements related to the contracts. I was like a year and a half to 2 years ahead on some of these things because, again, as I've said before, it's something I'm a little bit more connected to, and sometimes I can confirm a couple things that I know. So now more reports are coming in that what I was talking about for years now is in fact true. And that's the fact that Sony very much was into the idea of Tom Holland's Spider-Man can and will appear in the first Venom film, which is why they kept teasing, oh, Tom is in it, but guess which Tom? Oh, you never know if Spider-Man might show up. And there was whole ideas and things that they were working towards, but ultimately, yeah, it's true. Marvel Studios put a stop to it. Once the contract was signed, it went one way, and Marvel Studios was like, you guys aren't using him right here, which is exactly what led to all the fallout that had Sony take Spider-Man out, which then was worked, back in. Eventually, they worked Spider-Man back in, but Marvel Studios had to agree that Tom Holland and Venom and Tom Hardy and Spider-Man and the MCU and the Spunk universe could all acknowledge one another, which is why we see bizarre things like the, post-credit scene, Venom in the MCU, Kraven, whatever that's going to consist of, Madam Web, obviously Morbius, and there's so many other things happening. Vulture, for example, it's all because the new contract, because this is exactly what, Marvel Studios was trying to avoid happening, but they had to bend over backwards to keep Spider-Man in the MCU. So, yeah, look, I can tell you 100% certainty, Venom was in fact going to include Tom Holland's Spider-Man. The suit was going to be different, I can confirm that. I can't tell you anything else because I've seen the suit with my very own eyes. It's different. I think some people really would have liked it. I think some people would have absolutely hated it, but it was a Sony design, if I do say so myself. And it's not what you think.